Hello there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training company passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial I will teach you how to prepare for and pass a BT interview, and in particular I will give you a large number of BT interview questions and high scoring answers to help you pass your interview. Now before I do that, a very warm welcome to this interview training tutorial. As I say, my name is Richard McMunn. That's me there in the centre, and I've been helping people for about 20 years now to successfully pass their job interviews, and I always do that by giving you unique top scoring answers you can't find anywhere else. A couple of things: please do make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the red button below the video, and then you won't miss out on any of the weekly training videos that I'm uploading. Lots of you are successfully passing your job interviews as a result of these videos, and we have over 200,000 subscribers now within our community, so make sure you don't miss out. I would also very much appreciate your support if you gave the video a like. Thank you very much. That tells me that you enjoy the content, and therefore I will create more for you. Also, please tell me the name of your BT interview in the comments section below the video, and I'll provide you with some additional interview questions for your particular BT job that you're applying for to help you prepare. Okay, let's get into those BT job interview questions and answers. So the first question we want to prepare for is, tell us about yourself and the skills you have applicable to this role with BT. So tell us about yourself and the skills you have applicable to this role with BT. Now, when we answer this interview question, we have to remember that this is your opportunity to sell yourself and also demonstrate to BT that you are the standout candidate for this position. So we want to give them a brilliant, positive answer that also gives you the confidence to move forward with the remainder of your interview with positivity and, as I say, confidence. So here is my suggested answer. Well, I am a very positive person who enjoys working as part of a team to help my employer grow, thrive, and stay at the top of their industry. Typically, I have always held job roles where there is an importance on providing exceptional customer service, and BT is certainly the type of organisation I want to work for. Now, the skills I have are numerous, including being able to work to strict deadlines, a desire and passion to deliver excellent customer service, an ability to work well under pressure, and also a level of commercial awareness that means I will always carry out my duties with one eye on the company's financial goals and objectives. That is a very strong answer to the first BT interview question. Tell us about yourself and the skills you have applicable to this role. Now, my advice is to pause the video and take notes on each of the answers I provide for you, and then you can use them as a structure for your own responses. The second question we want to focus on is, so why do you want to work for BT? Now, in our answer, we have to provide reasons why you want to work for BT, and we have to make sure they are truthful, genuine, and also, most importantly, attractive to the BT interview panel or the recruiter or hiring manager who is asking you the questions. So here is a great answer to the question, why do you want to work for BT? Being an organisation that has a hugely impressive past, and also one that is always looking to improve and develop, I feel the skills and experience I possess are a great match for BT. I have read the job description carefully and also looked at your products and services, and I feel you are an attractive organisation from the point of view you clearly support your employees to be the best they can be. Finally, your mission statement is simple, clear, and it demonstrates you always continually improve and you put your customers at the forefront of everything you do. Now, as you and I know, BT is a brilliant organisation. It is customer focused and it is always looking to improve and develop. And I want you to mention that as the last thing that you say about why you want to work for BT. Read their mission statement. Just go onto Google and search for BT mission statement. Read it, understand it, and you can relate to it in your answer to this interview question. Excuse me. So the next BT interview question I want you to prepare for is, describe a situation where you went above and beyond to provide high quality customer service. This is very common during all BT interviews. And it is essentially a behavioural type interview question. And my advice is to structure it using what is called the STAR technique to score highly. So you structure your answer using situation, task, action, and result. And here is an example to this interview question using exactly that, the STAR technique. I have been in this type of situation many times before, and I am someone who understands the importance of great customer service. While speaking to a customer in a previous role on the telephone, they wanted to invest in one of our services. It was my job to provide outstanding service and to look for ways to go above and beyond the normal standards of service our customers expected. I listened carefully to the customer's situation and asked them probing questions to get a clear picture of the type of products and services we had that could be of benefit to them. I then placed the customer on hold quickly whilst I spoke to my supervisor to ask permission to upgrade the customer free of charge to a higher level of service. Now, I did this because I genuinely felt the customer could really benefit from the additional service, but perhaps they were not in a position to invest in it themselves. My supervisor agreed to my request, and when I informed the customer of the free upgrade, they were genuinely delighted, and they even went on to leave a great review about our company on Trustpilot. Now, you'll notice there that I've structured the answer using situation, task, action, result. It makes sure that the answer is concise, and more importantly, it is relevant to the interview question being posed. Next BT interview question is, what's your best quality? Now, sometimes this is posed as, what's your greatest strength? But on occasions, BT have asked this in this manner, what's your best quality? So providing your best quality is this, tell them it's your ability to provide exceptional service. Because remember that BT are focused on giving brilliant customer service at all times. So be prepared to back this up with examples of when you have provided brilliant service. So here are some good qualities to give in addition to providing great service. You are somebody who always goes above and beyond what is required. You are loyal, you are honest and trustworthy. You put the commercial objectives of the organisation first. You can always find solutions to complex problems. And you are also a completer finisher, someone who always gets things done quickly and to the right necessary standards. So let's have a look at my sample answer for the question, what's your best quality? Here we go. From what I personally feel and from what my managers have told me on numerous occasions in the past, it's my ability to always put the customer first. I understand that in a job where you are working for BT, you have to always put the customer first because without the customer, there would be no company and there would be no job for me either. On that basis, you can rely on me to always put the customer first and go above and beyond what is required. Now, what you're doing with that quality is you are aligning it to BT's mission statement, which I feel is very important. Next BT interview question is, what's your worst quality? This is a very difficult question to answer. Now, we need to make sure you do not give a quality that is a match for the BT job description or person specification. Let's have a look at a few worst qualities to give. Basically, worst qualities that won't damage your chances of success. So you could say my worst quality is that I find it hard to say no, and as a result, I always end up taking on too many jobs or projects. You find it hard to ask others for help. That's a good weakness or negative quality to give. Also, you are impatient and sometimes you get frustrated when others take too long to get back to you. Or you might even say that you are too patient. And that is what I am going to give right now as an example answer to the interview question, what's your worst quality? Here we go. On occasions, I am too patient and I give people the benefit of the doubt when in fact I should really be more pushy and demanding, especially when I'm waiting on other people in order to get my own task or project completed. Having said that, one of my strengths is my desire to continually improve and develop, and I am always looking at ways to improve based on the feedback I receive from my supervisors and managers. So you are giving a worst quality, if you like, but then you are saying that one of your strengths is that you will always look to continually improve and develop. Next BT interview question. Tell me about a time when you had to overcome a difficult challenge. This interview question is very common during BT interviews. Now, make sure the example you give is work related. So it has to be a challenge that you overcome at work. Also, look to include a time pressure within your example. So demonstrate you can work to strict timescales under pressure. And again, I am going to utilize the STAR technique when answering this interview question. So that is situation, task, action, result. Here we go. I was working as part of a team in a previous job when the client we were completing the project for changed the project specification no fewer than 7 times. While some members of the team found this frustrating, I knew we had to work together, make good use of each other's strengths, remain calm, and look to increase our work output in order to get the project over the finishing line in time for the deadline. I kept reminding everyone to stick to our values and to remember that without the client, we would not have a job in the first place. I also kept reassuring everyone that the skills we were developing on this challenging project would serve us well when completing future projects. The end result was positive. We managed to complete the project on time and, most importantly, to the specifications and standards requested by our valued client. That's a great answer to the question, tell me about a time when you had to overcome a difficult challenge. Let's have a look at another BT interview question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? So a couple of tips when answering this tough interview question. BT is the type of organisation people will stay with for a long period of time. So remember, BT will be investing time, effort and resources into your training. So consider this when responding to this tough interview question. Here is my suggested answer. When I saw the position advertised, I knew I wanted to apply for the job. And if I'm successful at interview today, I intend being with BT for a long period of time. Now, there are lots of talented people working for BT, and coupled with the fact you are an innovative and forward-thinking company, I want to be with you in 5 years' time and for many years after. That's a great answer to the tough interview question, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Now, if you would like my full set of BT interview questions and answers, if you click the link in the top right-hand corner of this video, it'll take you through to my website, passmyinterview.com, where you can download my great answers to 21 tough interview questions. It's the perfect preparation guide to helping you pass your BT interview. It's in PDF format, and you can have it within your inbox within 2 minutes from now. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please don't forget to subscribe. And as I say, if you like the video, that tells me you enjoy the content, and I will therefore create more interview training videos for you. Finally, don't forget to tell me the name of your BT job interview in the comments section below, and I will give you some more questions to prepare for. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best in your pursuit to passing your BT interview. Have a brilliant day. Thank you.